blow up. Then you go down to the water and you want to get your sample. There are prescribed methods for doing that. Typically, they say you should collect it at about 1 metre deep. Great if you've got 1 metre of water. You know, if you're in a little stream and you haven't, tough. You want to use ideally a proper collection device, which is a telescopic pole with a little gimbaled plastic beaker on the end. But that needs to be cleaned to start with. Okay, because so if you've done that today and then you don't clean it and you go down and make a measurement tomorrow, who's to say that you're not contaminated from yesterday? So before you do that, you want to make sure it's all nice and clean. Clean it with some detergent, fresh water. That's okay. It's not going to have loads of dangerous E. coli in it. We do have some of the citizen science groups who are a bit twitchy about doing that at home. You might have young children or pets and that sort of thing, but you know, it's low risk, but sensible hygienic procedures is worth noticing. So you get your sample, and then the reagents come in syringes like this. Each syringe has 6 doses of reagent in it, which means you can make 6 measurements. So as a kit, you'll get 1 of those and 6 of these. These are disposable, so you can't reuse them. There's 2 reasons for that. One is that physically, once they've been used, these turn they get stained yellow because of the bacteria and the reagents. So the optical properties, we're measuring optically in here. They become unusable. And the other reason is that certainly because this was developed for developing countries, there was a concern that once it's finished its process, this is loaded with really high amounts of E. coli. And if it's in a glass vial, which is what the other systems use, and you break it or you drop it, you've got big problems. You know, you've got a high concentration of E. coli ligging around all over the place, so you want to avoid that. So they insist that we use the plastic ones with citizen science users. So got my gloves on, got my sample. Could be down there, could be bringing it up here. Doesn't really matter. You take your syringe. There's a little cap on the top. I won't take it off now because I'll squirt. Oh, it's okay. So this is my test one. It's tea. It's just cold tea in there, and I use it for 2 reasons. One is for training, and one is for practice. So when you've used up one of these, it's worth keeping a few of these. So if you've got new users, they can practice with, because the reagent's quite expensive, so they can practice with tea or just water. But if you're not used to using syringes, you'll find, so take the cap off, you will find that this piston part gets a bit sticky. If it's new, or if it's been lying around for a couple of weeks, it gets a bit sticky. So if you try to squirt 1/6 of this, 1 milliliter of this, you're more than likely going to go, oh, I've just put 4 milliliters in, which gets expensive. So the thing to do is just break the neck. You see how that sort of stuck? So you just kind of break the thing so it's nice and free running before you put your sample in. So then you'll get your vial. You put your 1 milliliter in, so it's currently reading 6. You push that in until it reads 5. That's 1 milliliter dose in the pot. It's handy if there's 2 of you, only because these don't stand up. So if you're trying to, this under here, you've got your sample, it gets a bit unwieldy. So if there's a couple of you, it's helpful. So now I've got my 1 milliliter of reagent in here. It's just you barely see it. I now need my big syringe, and if you're working with fresh water, which you are, you mix 50 milliliters, 50 milliliters of river water with your 1 milliliter of reagent. So you draw this up until it's 50 mils, and then gently, because otherwise so gently then you just pop your 50 mils into here, and that's going to come right up to the top. You put your top on, shake it up, pop it in the machine, pop the top on. So that's the sort of tricky bit done. You can now take the gloves off. So basically, you will have done this ahead of time. I've got ahead of myself. So when you power it up for the first time, you see a little log on. If you want to come in, you're welcome to. There's a little log on message there. This is a 2-button system, which is very much like you're trying to one of the old cell phones or watches where you've got a limited number of buttons, so multiple things. So first thing I'm going to do is I think any button, but I always use the right hand button. And here we go. That's right. Let me leave these don't come as part of the kit. So you've got the usual sort of menu system that you would go through. First thing you've got there is measure. So if you're all set up, ready to go, you just hit measure. I'm going to run through some of the other options. So to move through the options, you just one press on the button and it will move you through. So I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to press and hold it until it highlights, and I'm going to release it, and it'll take me down to the next level of menus. I would recommend, if you've never done this before, just playing with it. Don't put any reagents in there. Don't even put any water or anything in it. Just play with the menus. Get used to pressing the button and navigating through the menus. What have I got here? Download data, not currently used, but you will, as I say, you will be able to download your data onto a laptop and run the nice presentation data. Set thresholds. So I'm going to press and hold that. So basically, what this is telling us is that when this at the end of the day, when this presents its data, it will give you a risk level, low, medium, high. You can choose what they are. It doesn't affect the measurement. It's just an annotation. And I think, I can't remember, this is currently set from factory. Low is less than 1, medium is 1 to 10, and very high is, high is 10 to 100, and very high is over 100. So that's probably no good. You probably want to set that in along with the guidelines from whoever. So somewhere like 500, I think, would be maybe high. Over 1,000 would be very high. Somewhere less than 100 would be low.
What is the measure? Is it parts per billion?
No, these are E.Coli bacteria per 100 millilitres is the unit of measurement, and that's the same. You'll see